Commercial drones for deliveries, for instance, have been in the works for years, but one of the major obstacles standing between us and cities buzzing with drone activity is unstable GPS systems that make flights dangerous, to say the least. Now, one Israeli company announced a breakthrough in the field following a successful test last week of its solution for drone flight beyond visual line of sight in GPS-denied environments. The company is SciTech, and we're now joined in studio by Roy Shmuel, their CEO. Thank you so much for coming into a studio, Roy. So, first of all, flying a drone without GPS sounds impossible. How does it work?
Hi, Ariel. So the way it works is basically to trying to give the drone's computer, the ability to imitate the drone pilot's ability to fully understand the scene. So there are different sensors that work in such a scenario. But what do we do? The thing that we do, to put it in simple words, is to compare between the drone video image in real time to a reference map. So it's like a human being. If you don't have your Waze, or if you cannot rely on GPS, the satellite communication, you just need to look at the map and understand how to go from point A to point B.
It must be a smart drone, and there's actually a decision-making process that it needs to take when it looks at the maps?
Correct. So in a way, if you think about the person uses his or her own eyes in order to understand what's going on and then makes the decision. It's the same with drones. You need to have a smart sensor that captures the scene, understand the scene visually, understand it perfectly, and then needs to take the right call. So we give it the ability to analyze and understand the scene, and while integrating into the drone's autopilot, we close the loop so the drone can make its own safe decision. Where to land, how to land, and get to the right point without hurting anyone.
Lovely. So how far are we? You had the successful test last week in the desert. How far are we from seeing the drones not in the desert, but actually in cities, you think?
So I think that it's going to be a gradual process globally. You see today different tests, POCs taking place in the States, in other countries, and also in Israel. Today, those POCs are very limited in their scope, but the market expects that within something like 2 years, we are going to see the first initial commercial flights of drone delivery. Let's hope that we will move fast enough to fulfill that expectation.
Now, we all know what the risks are of no GPS reception because we've experienced it with our phones, for example, when we use navigation platforms. What could be the risks of your technology?
So when you talk about aviation and safety, it's all about redundancy and the level of safety standard that you need to get to. So at the end, it's a combination of several systems that work simultaneously. And today, the primary way for navigation is GPS. So you need to find a way to augment that in order to increase the safety level. And like in the aviation category, you ask yourself how many errors you will get on thousands of hours of flight. So what this system proved to show that it can augment the current safety system and just to improve it.
Okay. Roy Shmuel, CEO of SciTech, thank you so much. Congratulations on the successful test.
Thank you.